Okay, hello. Welcome. Oops, and my computer is like, oh, don't you want to look at some memories? No. In case you heard the little ding-a-ling, that was my computer. My hair is at that awkward sort of like it wants to tuck into the collar, but also like flip out. So I think I'm likely just put it in a ponytail and not think about it. Um, welcome. It is Wednesday. It is midweek hump day. It is try and get stuff done day. I spent yesterday being productive around the house mainly rather than in the writing sphere. So I did some yard work yesterday and I'm very sore today. So I am sort of like trying to, I've tried to warm up and sort of like walk around the house and just kind of like move muscles and everything. Because sometimes that's all you can do. And sometimes when you sit for longer periods of time, you stiffen up again. So I'm hoping that I have done enough warm up prior to this stream that I will not stiffen by the end of the stream. Yeah, so anyway, but the yard looks somewhat tamer, shall we say. I was mainly working on trying to tame the holly bushes that have become a hedge. So they look more like individual bushes now, which is nice. Um, so yeah, there's that. But the goal for today, I want to tackle a couple of things in like hopefully I will need one sprint for sort of like plannery things. And then I'm hoping to spend the rest of the sprints completely focused on one set of scenes. So hopefully finishing one and then like rolling into the next one, because that transition is what I have been struggling with. So I'm going to attempt to tackle that transition and then get through the second scene as well. So end one scene, transition to the next, finish that one. So that is my primary goal for today, is to get those done. Cross my fingers. I want to say I expect this to take maybe about somewhere between 1,300 and 1,500 words. I think. Maybe. That's like that's what I'm estimating. But I usually underestimate how many words I take, at least for the first drafting space. So that's my goal. How about y'all? Do y'all have a specific goal, or are you just like hanging out? I'm just like, I just need to write, or I just need to do whatever. Just like sometimes a low key goal is not a bad thing either. So Patch says good morning. Hope you're Marty. Oh, it is Mardi Gras. It was Mardi Gras yesterday. Hope your Mardi Gras, also known as Fat Tuesday, also known as Tuesday, Taco Tuesday perhaps, was excellent. It was good. We did not have tacos though. So Shadow's Lair says good afternoon. You're going to be grading papers for most of the sprint. Yes. Yes. Jacqueline wants to finish a chapter. Nice. You can do it. Yes. Cool Gamer says hi. Hello. Welcome. Paget says, reading through what you wrote yesterday, and you would like to start and finish chapter 6. If you start chapter 7, that would be gravy. Yes. Yes, it would be. Monique says, hey, Jules, hello. You have almost 11,300. So the goal today is to hit 12K. Okay, so about somewhere between 700 and 800 words. Nice. Yes, I believe you can do it. CB says, hello, I'm just setting up my new Google Chromecast. Gotcha. Patrick says, hope you finish your one scene and get through the second as well. We kind of had the same goal. Yeah. It's sometimes those transitions are the ones that bother me the most. So I want to say this will take X amount of words, I think. Maybe is what I say to myself every day. Right? I consistently underestimate the amount of words that want to come out to get the idea done. And eventually, once I have done it enough times, maybe I will begin to make more reasonable estimates. Maybe. I'm not holding my breath, though. CB says, my primary goal is to finish the pre-written part of my Camp Nano. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. I did a quick pull right before the stream, so I have them out in front of me. I have not sort of like paid attention to them, but I do have 3 cards for today. And once again, we have 2 major arcanas, because we are apparently at decision points. So here we go. So the first one we have is from the Lucid Dreams deck, and it is Judgment Inverted. Oh, I think I know what this is for me anyway. Okay. So sorry, side note. So unfinished lessons, self-doubt, self-loathing, ignoring and resisting the universe. Like, have you been seeing signs out of the corner of your eye and just being like, meh, not right now? Self-doubt and failure to learn lessons. So we are getting the side eye from the universe, I think, is what this is telling us. So we have been ignoring the signs. And usually with the major arcana, it's about decisions that we are making or perhaps not making in this instance. Perhaps because we're too afraid, that self-doubt, which apparently is on here twice. I'm just noticing that typo. So ignoring and resisting the universe, failure to learn lessons, and self-doubt is that Judgment Inverted. But also the shiny new idea that I was talking about with that I got on the way to the hike with Bestie had to deal with Nephilim, which is also why I pulled out my Dictionary of Angels, because I was looking for a particular angel that I could use to base like certain portions of the world building off of, and sort of like biblically accurate description of angel might be pointing to that. I don't know. Just maybe. Also, we have the wheel. And the wheel is very much a card of change and cycles. And when it comes up, it's sometimes an indication of like it's time for the wheel to rotate. Perhaps we have been stuck. Perhaps we have been failing to make that decision because we are afraid to make that decision. But the universe is giving us the side eye and is telling us that it's time. So perhaps this is with your projects. If you have been resisting the next phase of your project or switching projects, you know, the universe is telling us that it might be time. Okay, and then we have the dove. Where are you? There we are. Okay, so the dove says, be at peace, or be peace, excuse me. With her peaceful cooing, the gentle dove spirit invites you to embrace the energy of peace and allow compassion to warm your heart. You always have the power to generate peace within you. And the appearance of the dove is a reminder that today and every day is a good day to meditate, to quiet any turbulence within you as you embody tranquility. Above, below, and all around you, much may be happening to distract you, but you are called to engage it with the heart of a peacekeeper. Asking yourself, what would peace do? Can you agree to disagree? The peace you seek rises within and spreads out into the world as Spirit sends her messengers to remind you of the beauty of harmonious existence that is within all of us. How beautiful and powerful your compassionate heart. Interesting. Okay, so my initial thought was just like sort of seeing this with these two cards is like universe is giving us a side eye because we haven't made that decision yet, but it's time for change and we should be at peace with the change that is happening. And so that's sort of like, you know, settle into the tranquility, quiet the turbulence, quiet the fear. That part fits. But the sort of latter half of this Dove's message of sort of like you're being called to be the mediator, perhaps, is not what I was expecting, but that kind of stands out with somehow to me. So I don't know how that fits, but a dove on Ash Wednesday, hadn't even thought of that. You're right. Mm-hmm. I can't decide if I should give up Dr. Pepper for Lent. I mean, I should, but will I succeed is the question. You're going to try right after you finish the current one you're drinking. No need to be wasteful. Exactly. Yes. So interesting. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to have to maybe think and meditate about those later today again. And do a little bit more extensive journaling with that. Definitely going to put that in the tarot journal, but might also have to do some extra journaling for that one in terms of the possible Nephilim story. But now we can move on to the actual work for today, right? So again, sort of reminding myself of the goal. One sprint for planner and sort of productivity things that I have to like catch up with. And then the rest of them need to be focused on the one scene transition into the next and getting those two scenes finished. That is my goal for the whole stream. I'm going to do my best not to be distracted. Those are my two things, planner and scenes. That's it. No blogging today, no extra journaling, just planner, scenes. That's it. Okay, now that I have perhaps convinced myself that is true, let's do a sprint. Talking about our Robert Downey Jr. and Lint. Yes. Okay. Excuse me. We're going to start with the gray teapot. Make sure I have my volume up so that we can hear the chime at the end. All right, so 1, save your document, especially if you have already been progressing today. If not, now's a great time to pull up your document. Okay. 2, make sure that you take a sip of whatever it is that you are hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go, 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Apparently I have autoplay back on, and it should not be on. So, oopsies. All right, that is off. La 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 la. Okay, how do we do? I think I got the planner stuff done, I think. And I was debating a certain sort of like font for some of the stuff for March. And I have decided on one, and then I was trying to decide between doing 2 different sizes or just one size. And I've gone with one size. Just make it easy on myself. That's all. Just make it easy on myself. So that is what we are doing. Okay, so I now have done the things in my planner and in my bullet journal that I sort of set out to do in that one sprint. So I can close this and put the elastic around it so I'm not tempted to go back into it. And now I'm going to be switching over to the scenes that I want to get done today. Okay. Okay. We're currently in a chat break, sort of. Okay, so I've opened up the correct document. There was talk about Monique's Pride and Prejudice gender bending story. And CB says, I increased the number of multiverse universes up to 40. You're pretty sure they're actually infinite, but you don't have the energy to deal with that, right? Yeah. Understand that. Jacqueline got 377 words. Nice. Excellent. That's fantastic. Shadow's Lair got several papers graded. Excellent. Once you are done with this set, you can file them. Excellent. I have always been super envious. When I was teaching, I did not take the opportunity to go get AP trained for grading essays. And I always sort of regret that because, like, while you're working, if you take the opportunity, the county usually will pay for part, if not all, of the training. And normally that's like somewhere up and around like $600. But all of the teachers who had gone through that AP training could consistently grade a full essay in 5 minutes. And I was not that fast. So I should have taken the opportunity while I was teaching to get that training, because I just never had been able to gain that speed in grading. And I suspect that would help with sort of like overall developmental edits and things. And so, like, I kind of every once in a while I kick myself that I did not take advantage of that. So just I mean, I don't know whether or not you have the opportunity or can finagle the opportunity, but should you get the AP English and literature training, from what I have seen, that definitely helps with grading speed. Just FYI, if that is something that is available or can finagle your way into. So Padge says, nice to Jacqueline's 377 words. Paget asked CB if you have checked out Everything Everywhere All at Once. CB has not. But CB managed to get 262 words that sprint. Yes. Excellent. Michelle Yeoh was on Graham Norton last night. I love Graham Norton. Or I watched it last night at any rate. And now I want to see it. And you bring it up because, not to spoil anything, but it has one element that you might like. Gotcha. Pudge says, I read through half of what I wrote yesterday. You wrote for about 10 hours yesterday. Oh, nice. Yes, it was heaven. And thought about Monique's situation and solved a plot issue. No new words, shockingly, this time. Well, you were busy helping Monique. So, you know. Jacqueline says you really enjoyed Everything Everywhere All at Once. And what a title that is, too. Sometimes I just have to stop and admire titles because sometimes they're just... There was something, I saw something on a trip. Did I write down the title? Did I? I should have. I thought about it. I meant to. Names of things. Tokens from Crows, I wrote down as a title. And I don't know where I saw it. Or if it was like somebody was... yeah. But Tokens from Crows I have written down as a potential title. Or a title that exists. I don't know. But so just like sometimes I just stop and I'm like, that could work as a title. But Everything Everywhere All at Once is like a fantastic title. Because it just makes you sort of like stop and think. So yeah. Paget says, awesome to Jacqueline. It looks cool. You love Michelle Yeoh anyway, and she's such a beautiful badass. Yes. It was the actor who played Short Round in the Indiana Jones film playing her husband. Ooh. That could be fun too. Which is it then the... Okay. Yes. She was showing a movie called Super Police or something that she did with Jackie Chan many years ago, where she did her own stunts with a motorcycle and jumped off the hill onto a metal train. Yes. Badassery indeed. You homeschool, but you were originally pursuing an education degree and was like, yeah, no. Understood. Paget says... youth. I can remember at 20 being like, it's fine, I won't get hurt. And now I would be like, are you out of your mind? Yeah. Yeah. CB says you saw the new Ant-Man yesterday. It was awesome. Didn't realize how funny Michael Douglas is. Michael Douglas is a hoot. Pitch says, no way. Didn't learn that. Get it shit round. It's awesome. Isn't it a wonderful title? Yes, it fills you with hope and wonder. Yes. Yes, yes. Michael Douglas really has that factor when he speaks. I want to hear everything he says. And yeah, so funny too. Yes. He's hilarious as Hank Pym. And also, Jen Writes Romance loves Paget's new avatar picture. Yes. Very fun. Okay. I think we have reached the end of the chat, which means that it's time for another Sprinty Sprint. And this one should be the self-promo, which means if you have something you want to promote, like tarot journals that are available on Amazon, or your new books, or your Amazon page, or your website, your blog, your social medias, etc., please let us know where to find you. And also just remember that if you do not have a Blue Wrench of Power, you will not be able to post direct links. What else? Regular reminders, I guess. 1, save your document, whichever document you are working on. 2, make sure that if you have something to drink, go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I did have to get up and go refill my glass, but also I needed to move around because I can tell I'm stiffening up. So if you need a stretch, please stretch, because I will also be sort of like stretching and working out the kinks and the stiffenings and all that kind of fun stuff. Okay, so I have added 625. I think I am through the transition and beginning the next scene. So I think I'm there, which is what I wanted. So now I have to kind of continue this for probably another like 600-ish words. So hopefully I will get to the point that I wanted to get to today, which is having this transition and this second scene done, hopefully. But with the way that I'm stiffening up, there will not be a bonus sprint today. So we're just going to go till 3 o'clock today. So apologies for those of you who are wanting a bonus sprint today. I'm not going to be able to do that. But we will get one more 30-minute in. Okay, so for 30 minutes, let me just pop a poll real quick. 30-minute timer theme. Do you want yoga? Okay, you have 3 options: cat yoga, babbling brook, and rainbow record. Those are your 3 options at the moment. Or no, I've already asked you. So there's the poll. Although no, HK's newest are 20-minute ones. But if y'all have not seen some of HK's newest timers, they are adorable. And HK will be on later today, so maybe you'll get to see some of those in action. But anyway, so I popped the poll for 3 of my timers. So Babbling Brooks, Cat Yoga, or Rainbow Record. Babbling Brooks has sounds, and the other 2 are silent. So if you have a preference for timers, also I still haven't done the self-promo read-through. So if you have a self-promo, please let me know. And I'm going to go scroll up and see where we are. Okay, so Shadow's Lair self-promo. Shadow's Lair does Plan and Writes every Saturday on YouTube at 3:30 Central, and is also on Twitch every Monday and Wednesday, where you do Game and Writes at 3 Central. You're starting a little early today, which is fine. Stephanie and Jen and some of the Pacific Coast. Yes. Yeah, a lot of AuthorTube is on either East or Central time. There's a few in Mountain Time, but East and Central seem to be like the main portions. There are a few in Pacific, but yeah, it's harder to find the evening sprints for y'all. And the morning sprints over on the East Coast are super early for y'all. So, although I know that Mama Maggie runs some early morning sprints for mountain time. So it would be slightly less early. Well, it's early, super early for me. But it would be less early for Pacific time. So perhaps morning sprints. But yeah, I know I miss Devin's channel so much. Yeah, the spreadsheet is not as easy as adding things to a playlist for sure. But on the other hand, since we have seen how YouTube has treated Devin with playlists, it's not an option. So, hello, welcome. Welcome. You use the spreadsheet daily? Yes. Yeah. And I apologies for not being able to keep it fully maintained all the time. But between Kat, myself, and I can't remember who else has editing rights, we're hopefully doing a decent job of keeping it up. So yeah. You found your productivity going really up with the spreadsheet and sprints, except when you chat like now, but you're doing planning for your vacation instead of working. So fair's fair, right? Yes. Heather's self-promo. You can still get on Heather's short editing project list for February and March. You still have 3 spots available depending on the length of your work. Excellent. SA says hi to Stephanie. Sorry, I have an itch. Apologies. If you have a short piece, Heather can still fit you in for February. Ooh, yeah, that would have to be pretty short because there's only a few days left. To request a quote and or free sample, you can contact Heather at the various social medias in the link tree, and here's the link tree. Monique reached 11,500 halfway there, but the brother called, so had to go. Stephanie says, doing better than usual. You're on new meds to help with some chronic pain. Yay for new meds that they're starting to help. Excellent. That is definitely good. You never consult the spreadsheet. Oh, no, it's in your bookmarks, but you forget. You should give it a shot. You should. It helps. So your bookmarks list is so long. That's why I put it up on the toolbar, which... I mean, so, okay. If you, let's share very briefly, I guess the StreamYard window so you can see my nonsense. Oh, Lord. So up at the top, we have under the toolbar is where I have things, and that's where I keep here's the spreadsheet. So very useful. I keep it relatively front and center. So that, because the last 2 things on there are folders that house everything else. There's a water cream. Here is a water cream from when you were obsessed with K-Beauty products. That was 3 houses ago. Okay. I think there was a link or something that did not come through. But yeah, K-Beauty products are supposed to be very, very good. So cleaning the house organizational cards. I had such hope back then, and now you're just wipe everything repeatedly all day long. I mean, and shove random things that have no home in random bags and put it somewhere never to be found again. I would do this so often and have no intention of finding it ever again. Actually, I think this is helpful while doing it. Follow Paget for more chaotic organization tips. Yes. CB knows what you're writing for Nano in November. Fantastic. That's such a long way away. I would not, if I thought of what I was going to be doing in November, project-wise, I would want to work on it now instead of then. So Heather says, as a writer, I'm still learning. You can join me while I write and learn during my sprint streams. Your YouTube channel is in the link tree. As an artist, you make bookmarks and other art for writers and lovers of fantasy and sci-fi. In the link tree, you have the Etsy and the Ko-fi where you recently opened commissions. SA Crows working on your social media for March. Excellent. I have done 0 social media at all this year. So that needs to change. Shadow's Lair got papers graded and had to step away to fold a spouse's work stuff. Yes. Babysitters Club / Marvel crossover. Ooh, could be fun. CB says dinner's in the oven and technically you got 41 words. Ooh, Jacqueline has lots of timers on your channel as well. I will have to check them out. I'm always in search of more fun timers. Okay. I think, let's see. I'm going to see if there's any more promos. Jen Wrights Romance says, I don't have much to promote, but I have a link tree in my YouTube bio with all the places to find me. That is your self-promo? Yes. Sako and Maggie have sprints on Tuesdays. They're pretty early, though. Yes, they are. For me, anyway. Jacqueline has a writing live stream every Monday, 10 a.m. UK time. Very early for a lot of people. Okay, let me write this down so that I can make sure that I see and if I can put those on the regulars. Monday, 10 a.m. UK time, which I think is 5 hours ahead. It's either 5 or 6 hours. But I will check and make sure that we have those on there. Jen says same to Paget in terms of, I think some of these aren't coming through. I don't know. Yay, hearts. Excellent. Paget says, well, I'm in to the Babysitters Club Marvel crossover. That sounds awesome. Daughter is better. Excellent. Good. Good, good. Okay, I'm going to end the poll. And we are going to have the Babbling Brook for our, ooh, okay. Don't know why it's doing that. I have apparently navigated away from all of the things that I intended to be on. So, okay. All right. I've found it again. Am I sharing? No, I'm not. Okay. Let's fix the banners and things. Okay. Now I can make it big. Excellent. All right, here we go. So 1, save your document and all of the progress that we have made. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is that you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. If you need a longer stretch, do it. 4, if you need a break, take one. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that is the end of the sprint. I have reached 1334. But the scene is not done. It will need another couple hundred words for sure. But I at least have gotten sort of through that transition that had stymied me for a while. Hopefully I don't run into another one of those when trying to finish this, hopefully by the end of the month, crossing my fingers. It's one of the sets of blue in the back. My main fiction writing is my blue this time, but multiple projects. I don't know why I did that. Probably just because I ran out of colored stickies. But anyway, yeah. Okay, save. Jacqueline says, I have a creature with a creature hospital. You meant character, but you said a creature. You think you need to get your mythical creature books out and do some research. And then I asked, but is creature more accurate? Is it a normal character, or is it an actual mythical creature itself? Shadow's Lair says, thanks for the sprint. You're welcome. Heather wrote an email and did some more admin. Excellent. You're welcome for the sprints. You were able to finish the bulk of your social media. Yay! And you're working on the script for your author recap video. Fantastic. 2 more holes in the list of universe differences. Okay. Jacqueline just got another couple hundred words, and your chapter will be done. Fantastic. And CB got 608 words. Nice. Okay, so I did pop in 2 other, sorry, I have like a hair on my lip or something. I did pop in 2 more sprints into the spreadsheet so that this afternoon's list of normal things has been filled out, and I will try and come back and see if there are any pop-ups that are scheduled. But in terms of soon, okay, it is now 3 o'clock in terms of, so HK is on in an hour, Paper Tiger is on in an hour and 15, Creative Sprints in an hour and a half. Then at 5 Eastern, you have Writing with Jenna Moresi and Easy Graphics. 6 o'clock, you have Power Play Press and Phantom Fable. Then at 7, JC, and at 8, Sarah. 7, this one needs to be moved. So at 7, you have both JC and you have Anna Robbins. And this one also needs to be adjusted. Okay, sorry. Anyway. So those are your options for the evening. Again, if you want to have easy access to this, please bookmark this very first tab, which is the AuthorTube channels list. Am I even sharing this? Yes. Okay, good. I just had that moment of like, did I hit the correct buttons? Anyway, please bookmark this very first tab, which is the AuthorTube's tab, AuthorTube channels tab, because the other ones will eventually disappear. But yeah, so there you go. You have stuff. You have more streams to attend this evening if you feel like it. And don't forget to save, y'all. Save your work. Do not let the gremlins have it. Make sure you have a recent-ish backup of your main projects. Things like that. Yeah. Also, don't forget to hydrate and stretch and all the good stuff. I will be going for a walk and seeing if I can like loosen back up again. And I will see y'all in the chats. And if not, I will see y'all on Friday. My normal streaming schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday 1 to 3, and Sundays 2 to 5. Please feel free to hit the subscribe button if you have not. Make sure that you give the stream a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or if you made some progress. And I will see y'all soon. All right. Bye.